Hey there, it's Patmos and nice of you to join me for the continuing adventures with our lovely little village in Dawn of Men. And if we take a look at it from this angle with all the walls and stuff, it appears we are pretty well defended. But of course a lot of our little village is still completely open. Now a thing that I would like to do is extend this but make it quite big. Maybe even go a little bit closer towards the river so that we get as much stuff covered within the walls that we can, because I think that'll be good in the end for making sure that we have all the space we need for a thriving town. So also this should go all the way to the back here, then come in back to the front, and maybe later on need to move a few of these fields as well, just to make sure that we can expand as much as we want. Now we'll have to take a look at this because we need 1 log, 4 sticks, 2 straw and some mud to upgrade a hut. And I think we can actually do that already. And by doing so, since we have plenty of space now, we can make these much stronger houses for all the people. And that will also be a benefit to us. Workload's not too high right now, so that will also help out. Let's move this zone a bit. We might even make it a bit bigger. They're also harvesting here, but, well, if the trees are gone, that's not so good anymore. But maybe there's a lot of stuff that they can harvest in this area. So let's do that right here. We'll just have to get rid of those trees now. Now workload's back up to above 100 because of all the farming that we're doing. So we'll have to take it into a little bit slower pace for a minute to make sure that this all gets done. What was that? Oh, an ibex. Let's hunt the ibex. We could use the extra meat. We have some bread and stuff to spare, but we could use some extra as well. Luckily, our population is not that big right now, so we don't have to be too worried about it. And even though the workload is already high, it is kind of tempting to just go ahead with building a bit of wall. I want to get closer to the river with the wall though, so let's do it like this. And then... Ooh, raider attack! Raider attack! We are under attack. That's not good. Let me finish this, so at least we know where these walls will be constructed. Right here. But now... we'll have to see. They come from this direction. There appears to be only 2, so that's good. That's the first raider attack, I think. Now, good thing is we can sound the alarm. And now everybody should be heading out for their weaponry and stuff. Let me check for a second to the limits. See if we can actually... I think there is ways where we can set how many people... Yeah, 50% of the men, and I said also 50% of the ladies should grab a weapon. Now they're inbound here. Most of our defenses are here, so that is good. Now that we don't have a walled off area, that is a slight issue, but it's a bigger issue that we don't have towers and stuff yet, so they can't yet fire on the enemy already. Now what I would like to do is just go out and start attacking them, because that's probably the most easy way to deal with them. That's one. And that's number 2, yeah. So we killed our first raider, 2 knowledge points. All the raiders are done. We survived and they're all happy with it. So let's unsound the alarm. Let's get speed up again. So we won, which is good. Still a lot of work to be done. But we also have to start working on defensive platforms and things like that. We also got a research thingy, and that's excellent. Question is what to get. Stables, cheesemakers, stone stables, sheep domestication, and goats. So if we get this, we can get goats. They can provide us with milk. We could also get a well. Oh, I'm very happy if we could get a well. So let's make sure that we actually get that and build a few wells in town, so they don't always have to go all the way to the river to get some water for themselves. They can now go to a place like the well for some water. That will be helpful. They're building this second hut. That's good. Oh, the ibex escaped, but that's not too bad. We still have okay amounts of food. Might have to go on a little hunting spree at some point, but I don't think right now is the moment. Although, we have an ibex here again. Oh, they're still trying to hunt it, and it's almost dead, so that's good. Are there any other animals close? No, those are the raiders that are just being death there. Alright, well, I'm very hopeful that once they get to it, especially this whole thing, that this will get up pretty quickly. And workload's now not too high. It's high, but I don't think it's too bad. And in terms of that, they should be able to continue working on the defenses. Now, usually there is quite some time between different raids. So it should not be too hard to get our defenses up. At least a lot more than we have right now. But with all the farming that has to be done every now and then, we'll see that, oh, all of a sudden the workload's very high. I don't even see them doing a lot of farming. I think that might be because of hunting. It might just be that some animals came into the hunting area. Although I don't see that. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, well, we have food for the granary. And, yeah, food should be taken out of all other buildings. Ooh, we got 500 water, another knowledge point. There's plenty of food in here, although we might need an extra food storage at some point. But for now we are okay. And yeah, they're working on these areas. Now, apparently they still need to bring in those logs. We still have 29, so that should be okay. But I think as soon as they bring in a log, they also start to build that little area straight away. Hunted our first deer. Oh, cool. Apparently we're now busy hunting deer. The ibex escaped. Not so good. They should not let ibexes escape. Apparently these all came into a hunting area. And then all of a sudden they disappeared again. Oh, there's a lot of deer. Yeah, it's a bit too far out, I think. And we're already up to 31 meat again, so they bring in quite a bit of meat. We have 20 bread. Ah, that's all okay. And they're building the walls here now. Now, the walls are a good way, especially in the beginning, to keep out any unwanted visitors, of course. Oh, we can just build the wall next to the rock. That is okay. Good, let's build a wall here. Let's get rid of this rock. And, oh, there's a megalith that we can unlock with megalithism. And then we can use that to make sure... Let's just post this here. Tell them that they can have 5 people there. And put this up to 50 stones. That means that they will start really... Oh, wolf attack. That's a problem. Oh, there's a boy under attack from a wolf. I guess it's time for us to start sending out the cavalry. There's more wolves, by the way. There's another one. It is injured now, though, so that is good. The... luckily we saved the kid. Very good. We hunted 10 wolves, another knowledge point. That is always a good thing as well. Is there another wolf here? Yes. We can capture it and then we'll have an extra dog. Perfect. Let's do that. Okay. Speed can go back up. Workload's pretty high again, so we'll have to make sure that we don't overdo things. Oh, they can collect some strawberries here. It is a bit tough every now and then, making sure that workload doesn't get too high and things like that. But we have plenty of space for new population. So you're kind of hoping that a few immigrants want to join at some point. Let's upgrade a hut. We have straw, we have the mud, we have the sticks and the logs. Okay, so that should not be too hard. It's just that workload's a bit high. We are in summertime now though, so that is a good period to do these things. The extra wall that we were building here is almost ready. Just 2 more pieces and that wall is up. I think they're already going to construct, yep, they're already constructing a piece of wall here. So that will do a good thing. Soon enough it's time for the harvest. Maybe it's time for an extra... Oh, we have already one here. I missed this one. I thought we only had one. Oh, that's good. Now we don't have to get one extra. These are chopping out all these trees, but it might be more beneficial to start chopping trees here now, so that these trees go out. So we have clear line of sight and can build walling and stuff here. Workload's down to 90%, 98%, so it's high but not too high. We have our big storage hut. They're building this now. Great. Looks like when they start upgrading the hut that they can still reuse some of the sticks that are still in there. So that is good. Oh, and some stones apparently. So that's nice because then we have extra resources that way. We'll be using this to get it done, of course. But alright. I want to go check some of the limits. Because the limit of flint can be up to 50, logs can be up to 50, sticks can be up to 50. It will lead to a bit of extra work, but it will also lead to basically more stuff in our village. And I love that a lot. So let's do it like this. Flint work area exhausted. Flint work area exhausted. And workload's too high. Yeah, now workload is really too high. Right, those flint areas are exhausted. Trader has arrived. We'll go take a look at that soon. Let's hunt this boar. And we will have to find another flint area. Why am I not possible to place a flint area? Alright, well, wait a second. We'll go to the trader first. Let's see what he has to offer. Goat domestication. I have to pay 280 points for it, which is a lot, but we can get quite a few points by selling some pieces of clothing and stuff. We can all remake this, so that is not too tough. But we don't really have that much. Oh, we can do a few sickles maybe, but still we're not there. So this is getting way too expensive for now. Might do that later, but not right now. I'm still wondering why I could not place a new flint area. It simply won't. Oh, that's because there's no flint in there. That's the thing. So there is some flint here. I'm just trying to find an area big enough where there's some actual good flint in. Not just one little source, so there's 2 sources here. Let's place it, put in 5 people so that they can get all the flint that they want. That will be good. Let's keep speed at speed 4. All the walls are done that we've set them to build. The only thing is that they still need to get rid of this stone. So that might be a little tough one. And yeah, so farms should soon be. 3 humans joined. Great. Oh, that's nice. Now we have some extra hands to do the work, but the farms will soon start to get ready and we have to harvest them, which is always an interesting time period. I have to see how that goes. Because that will raise workload quite a bit. And workload's already pretty high. Now that's also because of all the flint and all the extra logs and stuff that I'm telling them to gather. Because I do want everything done. But by assigning so many people to it, a lot of people will start doing that in order to get to the maximum numbers. Luckily we're good with the food, so that is no issue. Hunted wild horses times 5. We got another knowledge point. Great. I enjoy that. And well, I think it's time to get serious with the defenses. We have all the stuff we need for this. So let's at least defend our gates with some towers. So they have safe points to shoot at the enemy. And we'll start a few wooden platforms. Those are platforms that our villagers can stand on. They can easily climb on them and start shooting at the enemy from up there. And those are really great to give some extra defense, because they can stand on it and throw their spears and stuff once the enemy gets close enough. And the towers won't do, so with having that extra, we'll be in a very strong position if we can get it up. Now, of course, we're really strengthening this whole area. If the raid comes from this side right now, we have an issue. But also, we have a high workload, so we can't do everything that we want. I do want to speed up a bit, though, because there is a lot of work that needs to be done. I'm happy to see that they're really busy with this now, though. And we got the sticks in now, as far as I can see, so that worked. Just need extra logs. We're getting some extra flint. They're bringing in extra stones. So that is all working too. And hopefully, I think as soon as we get most of these numbers back up to 50, all should be good. We have 4 towers ready now. There comes the next. But they're really busy with that. That is very good. I think now if you take a look at the village from this side and just check out how it looks, it seems to be well defended. It's just that the other side's completely open. We'll get working with it, of course, but it's interesting. Now this might be a tough area to get the wall up, but I think we need to try it anyway. But maybe we need to start first on this side. Let's see, because if we just plant a gate here, I think it should be somewhere here. And then we can get the wall up this way. We can get the wall up this way. And then once the stone here are removed, we can start to set that up properly as well. We'll build 2 towers there already. Oh, we missed one, I guess. I thought I told them to build one on this side too, but apparently they don't. Build it there. Alright. Well, this should be interesting enough. They brought in a lot of grain, and that worked. We are now up to a storm. I don't really care, so let's continue. We have 50 straw, 42 stone, 42 flint. So they're really trying to get all those numbers up to 50. Workload's too high. Yes, I know. The trader has arrived. Alright, what does he offer? Average. And nothing that we actually need. So let's just continue. No check or whatever. We can unlock a new tech though. Let's go to megalithism. So now we can build megaliths, and we can build also structures with them. With those big stones. So for instance, a spiritual building like a menhir, which will help villagers to get their faith up. Now we can just tell them to chop this one out. Once it's out, we have to prepare it for moving towards the village. And once that is all done, they can set up the whole pole here. Now we see the workload's dropping, even though we have all of these structures set to be built. So that's good. We built another gate. That's not a knowledge point. Alright, so they're all busy bees doing their best. Yeah, we need to find a new stick zone, I think. There are sticks, but there might also, yeah, there might be a good amount of sticks on this side. Let's point it out there. They can just walk across and or swim across and get the sticks here. We're down to 29 sticks again, because of course they use them for all these different tools that they make. They use them for the gates and stuff that we're building, or for the towers, I believe, and for the platforms maybe, although I'm not sure about the platform. No, that's just logs. But yeah, they use them for this because I can see them laying there, those sticks. But it's fine. Ah, they're now trying to get the megalith out, I think. Flint work area exhausted already. Well, that was fast. We're up to 49 flint. Let's see, is there still flint in the area here? There's some flint up here. Right there, yes. That's a bit far away. Well, apparently there's no flint close by anymore, at least not on this side of the river. Maybe there's still some on this side of the river. Yep, there is. Flint mine. Alright, let's place it here. It still can have 5 workers. That's fine. We are now out of logs, by the way. Little problem. New human joined the settlement. We got a new human born. That is all fantastic. That means that we're slightly growing now. And by making sure that we actually grow, we get better and better. Alright, let's place this so that they can chop all these trees now. It'll be a high workload again, but well, we got raided last time and we do need the defenses now. Here we go. Well, all these trees are marked for chopping. They're not doing that yet, or not in too high pace. We have 2 logs still. We're there with the stones. So, all the stone has been taken care of. We don't need more right now. Which is fine. It's okay, actually. At some point we want this removed, though, so I'll tell them to mine some more. Just to get it out. So that we can connect this, this wall here. That will be very good, especially once we get raided. Another human is born. Nice. I just want to see all trees removed here. Maybe we should already move this over a bit again, so that more and more trees can be chopped. Another trader arrived. There's a lot of traders. Average commission, yeah, we're not going to trade. It's just too expensive to get those techs that way right now. It's not in our best interest. I am kind of curious, though, to how our defenses work. So it would be very nice if we could get the raid to come in from this side and then see how our defenses work. If we get raided, of course. Right now we're not. Alright, let's do another stone chopping. Now we can see that this megalith is ready. We can go through the megalith panel, we can recycle it or prepare it for transport. That's what we're going to do now. We need leather hides, though. We still have some tannin, but not too much. Where's my tannin thingy? Here. Yep, there it is. Sorry, a little cough there. Alright, there's plenty of trees to get the tannin from. I think we should edit it, though, and make the zone a bit bigger to ensure that they can all do it. We can assign 5 people to it if we want to. We hunted another boar, knowledge point, very good. Plenty of food, that's very good. All those things look nice. We still have 3 logs. This guy is transporting a few. So yeah, here are the 3 logs that we have. And there's also sticks in that. Very nice. The wall here gets built. Big time. Now we just need to get tanning. Oh, yeah, we do need raw hides for it. We don't need to dry them all. So let's get busy with tanning. Do we only have 1 of these? Because it might also help out if we have a second one. That if somebody starts tanning, we actually have another one. Production. A tanner. I think we have only 1, so let's get an extra one. That might be good. And it's just that the workload's probably too high. That's why they're not really busy with it. We have a wolf attack again on this side. Oh, it's killed, but there comes another. You should already defend yourself. He seems to be pretty strong, though. His health is not really that much down. And yeah, oh, there comes a hunter helping out. Very good. Oh, that's perfect. Well, they did a good job together. They worked well. Yep, stone here is now gone. We should now just prepare the megalith, but that's going to take a bit of time. But we can try to finish the wall here. It is in the way of the megalith, but that's fine. I think I'm just going to finish this. We have a gate here and we have a gate there, so we don't need an extra gate. I just place a tower in the corner here and get 2 platforms going. 1 here and 1 there. I think that should be it. Alrighty. Ah, they do actually need 4 sticks for this as well. Okay, well, 2 hides and a log and they can move the megalith. We have one of those leather pieces now. That's good. They also need that for the towers. We also need leather for the... oh no, we don't need leather for the huts to upgrade. We're almost at the max though. So if we start upgrading now, we have a few homeless people. So what we can do is just build 2 huts. I think I'm actually going to do that in order to make sure that we can get what we need. We have plenty of mud. Kind of feels like that we don't have that much stuff actually, but I think we do. We have plenty of stone and flint. We have no logs anymore. That's out here. We don't have grain anymore. That's a thing. Got another. Alright, let's get into pulse domestication. So we have a different source of food that we can have. Can now also plant peas and bitter veg, chickpeas and lentils. Alright. Well, I think right now we still produce enough food all the time. So we don't have to do that yet, but we might do that later on. To make sure that we get what we need. Guess we should also try to make the switch a little bit more from just gathering stuff to the whole farming thing and hunting occasionally. If we can expand the farming, that would be great. So that we don't have to rely on hunting and stuff. Then we can numb down the hunting as well for a bit. Because right now I think we're hunting pretty much. So yeah, let's get rid of this zone. Make sure that there'll be no more hunting. Ooh, there's a woolly rhino. I want that woolly rhino. That's just a good thing to get. Especially since it might deliver us knowledge points. So let's go. There goes a big bunch of people trying to catch that woolly rhino. Are there more here? I don't see them. Well, all the way up there. There's a boar. It's not a woolly rhino. It attacks, but there we go. That's a lot of meat and hides. Perfect. Let's go check the trader out. Average commission, but nothing that I want. We also have a little issue because we have sleds that are no longer in good use. That is a problem because we need those sleds to be working. So I'll just build 4 extra since 3 are already no longer in use. And I'm starting to think we should build a bridge here. I don't know, somewhat like this, so that we can easily get across the water here with the place there. So they don't have to swim anymore. Alright, we get another raider attack, this time from up north. Let's sound the alarm. Let's... No, we're not going to close the gate because it has no use. Unfortunately, the defenses aren't completely ready here, but they should be starting to fire from the towers. We see that there's somebody in there already. There's number 2, same here. So we have 4 people now. Starting to shoot at the enemy as soon as they get in range. We have a lot of people standing ready here. And now I wonder... Yeah, alright. I told them to build that bridge. Very good. Let's see. There we go. Are they already attacking? Not yet, not yet, not yet. Maybe we should get rid of this tree at some point so that they have a clear line of sight. Yeah, now they start attacking, which is great. The people from inside the walls now start to attack too. The towers will draw their fire though. Alright, we can end the alarm situation. That's okay. Let's get this raider. Let him go. That's fine. We don't worry about it. Let's get speed up again. So this worked. We did good. We did good. And that's where you really see those towers working. Because now they just... 4 people attack the raider. And they start to attack the tower. Which takes damage, of course. But that means that our people don't take damage at that point. And especially if these... wooden platforms get up. And now I see that we forgot to build one here. Once those are up too, you really get to shoot at the enemy from a distance with a lot of people. And that's really powerful. Alright, just a log and a log. So we need a lot more logs. We're not really getting them in right now because workload's so high. Oopsie. They're gathering sticks now. Oh, we could tell them to cut these trees too, because that's fine. I think we have to, at some point, let the village settle down a little bit. So that, I have to get rid of all these trees, by the way, because they'll give us clear line of sight. We can see the enemy better, and we need those logs. And it's pretty close to where we need to be, so that's good too. Did they already bring... Yeah, they already brought the hides here, just the log. So the logs are actually what we need right now. That's interesting. So we have to let the village settle a bit. And once it does... So yeah, they're building these sleds now as soon as they can. Once the village settles, we might see them actually going out to get a lot of logs for the city. Or the city or the little village, I have to say. It's not really a city. We have 39 people. But that should really help out to get those jobs done. And also with the whole bridge here, 7 logs. That will speed up things though, because they can walk much faster across the bridge than they can cross this by swimming and walking through the water. So that will be a great addition. We'll just have to see how it all works out. And that is something. But we do need so many logs right now just to finish up all of this and make sure that everything gets done. And workload's already pretty high. Population reached 43 knowledge points. That's great. That's also the maximum. So I guess we should prioritize these huts. Make sure that they will get those logs out. Is there a way that we can... resources. Yeah, that's all nice. I wonder if there are ways that we can prioritize things. Activity. Unproductive, 32. Yeah, they're not really that productive if workload's too high. That'll just make them indecisive. Alright, we have a trader. That can bring us weaving for a low commission. Now that could make things interesting. However, we don't get a lot of stuff. And we're not getting a lot of points this way. So this is far out of our reach. So let's not do that. Survived another winter, another knowledge point. 110 in, that's cool. Can really use that. We need to start hunting again though to get some more hides and stuff to finish all of these structures that we have planned. I think, are some of these now actually out to get some trees, or are they doing different things? 173, that's not good. I have an idea, because we have this one here too. If we delete this one, that should lower the workload. Because it should just tell a lot of people not to chop those trees at this point. So it doesn't really seem to be working now. 100 outfits, very good. Let's get rid of this one. Let's get rid of the stick one. Let's get rid of the stone one because we don't need it. At some point this might lower the workload enough to get things done a bit. But yeah, there's water, there's creating stuff. So workload's pretty high. These are a lot of pending tasks. Right click to cancel. Oh well, we're doing a lot of jobs, so that's okay. We might just tell them to stop doing certain things, but we have we don't have a lot of choice, I think. We need to keep going. And as soon as some logs come in, we get some extra space for extra people as well. Some kids may grow up. That will be very helpful, but right now with the high workload, it's tough. They are now hanging up goods to dry, which is good. Are they only doing 4 jobs? No, they should be doing more different jobs. Getting flint, producing tools, getting water. A lot of them are actually getting water. Okay. Well, that's okay. That means that they're drinking well, so that is good. These are both producing a lot of the tools. Maybe we should prioritize some of these. So this will just be producing these types of stuff. And we'll get that out of here. And these out of here. These will just be producing all of this. So that might change things out a bit. Flint area is empty. Oh, that's okay. Workload's too high. I know. Just go get me a few logs. That will lower the workload big time. It's almost like they're doing this on purpose, so they don't want to get a lower workload. So they're not doing that. They're not getting a few logs to build those houses so that they can be scraped off the the thing there. Now it's down to 122%, so that is good. Now they're hunting. Somebody's getting a log for the firewood. They're hunting. Where are they doing that? Right here. Okay. So there's probably a hunting zone somewhere here, which would make sense, of course. The question sometimes is to find these zones. There it is. Let's get rid of this hunting zone. That should soon enough clear things out. Not right now, because some of those animals are still marked to be hunted, and they'll be hunted. But that will clear things out soon enough. And we can see the workload's jumping up and down a bit. It's now down to 140. It was way higher, but another low commission. But now we can trade a few pieces of better clothing. That might be good. Not that we really have the time to do something about it, but we'll see. 103, 165. We need another 100 points. That's interesting. Because with this, we get very close now. We can do some straw. We could even do some meat, because we have plenty anyway. And now we get a free tech. Weaving. Alright, let's do that. That's interesting. I think another way to lower some of the issues is by just lowering some of the limits. So if we lower this back to like 30, we should have plenty. We only need 30 bones. We need 20 tannin. If we get this back to like 20, because we don't need to get mud all the time, that might change things out a bit. So just doing this might already help, lowering some of the workloads. Maybe in a little bit of time, but it might just end up doing that. And that will be good. Although I think soon they should be doing some farming. There need to be repairs done. Another way of lowering the workloads, just cancelling a few jobs, maybe. But that doesn't feel right to do that. They're making clothing, they're working on the farms now. It's almost like the... It doesn't really matter that we don't have any logs. It's almost like they don't want to get them. Well, most people like it in our village, so that's good. It's just that they're not busy doing any woodwork. Quite 10 nuts, okay. Okay, well... What if we select a few pieces of wool and cancel its construction? I mean, the wall's built quick enough anyway. We can see that it does lower the workload slightly. And this might actually, in the end, make the difference between doing nothing like they are now in terms of collecting trees, because that's the whole issue. They're just not collecting the trees. They're not chopping one single tree. Maybe if we tell them to chop a few trees less, it might work out, but I'm not sure. Do we now see people actually going to chop a tree? I hope so. Oh, he brought the pears in. Okay. Somebody died of old age. Right, let's tell them to unchop these trees. These are now no longer in a chopping zone, so that might make a difference. It is lowering the workload, so that's good. Right, in the end, this could make the difference, but I'm not 100% sure. Still don't see anybody really going out to start getting logs for me. Workload's down to 114% now, though. That is the better. Those are the better numbers. They're basically not doing a lot. I can't tell them to what to do at this point. We're all just walking around. There comes another trader. We're not going to trade. getting fish, getting stuff. What if we just delete some of those trees and then lower the workload that way? They might be tempted to, in the end, go for it then. Who knows? Who knows? Storm and another human joined. Alright, well, that's all good. Almost feels like it's a little bug that they are no longer getting any wood for the village. Problem could be that we don't have any stuff to do that. Bone knife, bone sickle, picks. Are we not making any axes or whatever so that they can't do that? Fishing, butchering, harvesting. Butchering, fighting, harvesting. That's the issue. We need a thing to be wood cutting with, and they're not able to do that. Alright, let's start making those, because if we make those, they can finally start to woodcut again. That's the whole issue. It's not that they can't do it, we don't have the tools for it. Finally we found out, because they should be able to just get those things done quickly. And now I know why. Alright, so let's set a new one up, because I want them to start chopping trees big time. Did we make an axe? Yes, we are making axes. Very good. And now we should probably see them go out, get logs like crazy. And that's exactly what we want. And from there on, we can also tell them to continue hunting again, because we need more hides. We're not having enough raw hides. And this was an excellent hunting zone. So let's do that. Yes, workload will be high, but there comes the logs. Now they can build 2 more huts. We can get extra people in. Alrighty. Well, sometimes I think one of the interesting things about games like this is you miss something and all of a sudden you have a problem and you need to fix it. You need to start thinking about it. And all of a sudden it popped into my head. And I'm really happy that we do it this way, because that's what's so much fun. And we're now getting somewhere. We can see the logs pouring in. We have 22 logs all of a sudden. They're going to move this megalith into its place. Alrighty, so the whole village comes to life now that we can again chop trees. Well, that is awesome, but that's also a good moment to end this episode, because I think what we have done so far is nice, and we are already at it for more than 40 minutes. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section. I will respond to it. And then, of course, I hope to see you in a brand new video. Thanks so much. And bye-bye.